my gosh, holy crap, it's real!
Hello, my name's John Capcom.
I am a Brony!
This is the first time I've had fun in 2 days.
Fuck the Bronies.
Fuck the Bronies. No, I refuse to do another deep dive. This time, we're going to skip over the nitty-gritty details and just focus on what's new. How's that sound? After all, Bronies established territory, were wiped out early on, made a comeback, were griefed by a streamer, Bronies stood strong and rebuilt, only for a friend of that streamer to bulldoze us, then they placed new art on top of us, the streamer's art got enough popularity that we couldn't retake it, Bronies responded by spreading multiple ponies across the canvas, we persist until the very end with multiple locations, and finally end the event with a Ponytown flash mob. There, that's 2 recaps in 1. My job here is done. Okay, for real, let's check out some of the new things which made this year unique. Right away, the biggest new changes in 2023 were the starting colors and the coordinate system. As detailed in my NoPlace video, which covers the crazy few months when we were still speculating, a lot of planning goes into these things. People spend many hours developing art templates and overlay tools. Reddit opened the canvas with an extremely limited color palette. Additionally, the coordinate system placed pixel 00 at the center and not the top left like every other event. This more or less broke everyone's overlay, meaning the first couple hours were even more hectic than expected. Official word from Black Company, which is the protest faction, they're having problems with their template. Everyone had to adapt really quickly, and I'm guessing Bronies were one of the first to adapt. That's also kind of encouraging and fun to think about. We had multiple levels of redundancy to plan for just such a setback. Bronies are proud to have been one of the first art factions to establish our territory as planned, albeit with not as many colors as we hoped. Thankfully, Rainbow Dash was a perfect fit for these limited colors of the rainbow. Derpy, not so much. You couldn't build Derpy. There's no gray! There's no gray! Thankfully, the Void was nice enough to hold her territory until we had a chance to build her. Honestly, it was actually really adorable for the Void to be attacking us and for it not to be a threat to us at all. I'm pretty optimistic that the Void kind of helped us establish this territory in a way where, eventually we can just take up that space. Compare this to the 2017 event when the Void was our only real threat. So already, r/plays 2023 was strong for Bronies on account of our immense preparedness. Bronies are outpacing Osu. That's pretty amazing. But was it possible Bronies were a little too prepared? Did we just flick the switch and enable bots? Bronies more or less spearheaded bot development towards the end of 2022's event in response to overwhelming attention from Twitch griefers. Botting wasn't the plan at the time, it was just a reaction born out of a desire to survive. But headless bots are certainly against the rules, and while simple auto-clickers weren't against the rules, they also had a bad reputation. This year was different. This year, Reddit flat out banned any kind of automation. However, it was long before this new rule that Bronies made a bold decision which would dramatically affect our participation in 2023. Bronies were no longer using bots of any kind. Now, to be fair, there was a small number of Bronies who splintered away from the main server to continue using bots. That was inevitable and unavoidable. But even at the peak of our desperation, under the strongest of attacks, the vast majority of Bronies held strong and did not give in to the temptation to use automation. There are multiple reasons this is notable. We used to simply want to put a pony on the canvas no matter the cost. Now, with months of time to ponder goals and think about our strategy, Bronies decided to work closer than ever with other established factions and aim to restore the community spirit of the event so desperately needed after streamers took over. Ironically, despite Reddit being more strict about bots, bot spam was worse than ever. Extremely heavy bot usage became the norm. Whoa, that is moving so fast.
It's bots. Just look at the usernames. It's just bots.
That's really sus, guys. And by the end of the event, r/plays 2023 practically became a vandalized billboard of spam and advertisements. Yeah, I got this dot matrix printer in action. It's perfect.
It's actually awesome, yeah.
This is the first time I've had fun in 2 days. Had Bronies decided to double down on bots and continue the development from 2022, we could have easily become a force as powerful or possibly even more powerful than the infamous Morocco bots. I don't know the full story behind that myself, but they got a lot of attention for not only extremely heavy bot use, but also getting really creative with it. So not only did the Brony ban of bots distance us from the disapproval other bot users were receiving, but it also empowered the average Brony who might not know how to code or may not have any interest in joining a botnet. Requiring manual placement gives participants more agency and the ability to overrule a template gone awry or to quickly help an ally in need of assistance. It was a bumpy road as detailed in my NoPlace video, but I still think the decision to ban bots was the best change to come out of this year for those reasons and more. Also, as detailed in that video, the decision to not use bots happened very early on, long before the event. Months prior, the Peace Alliance was a large group of factions making plans for the then hypothetical event. Long story short, again, you can find details in my NoPlace video, one of the only stipulations for joining Peace that Bronies weren't already abiding by is the need to abandon bots. Peace was a crucial back channel for faction leaders to communicate and make plans. The Alliance didn't provide raw pixel power as some people were hoping it would, but that was never really the purpose. There was one point during the event when we were facing the biggest Twitch griefer yet, and up until this point, they easily bulldozed Bronies and had no problem erasing us. But once they heard we were part of the Peace Alliance, and they found out that nearly every neighbor was a close ally, there was a hint of fear from the streamer. They proceeded to systematically contact each of our neighbors to try to tear down the Alliance. Externally, this seemed to be effective.
So fuck the Bronies?
Fuck the Bronies.
Fuck the Bronies.
Basically, we'll help you and you help us.
Nice. Deal.
But it was in the Peace back channels we learned from the higher-ups that the external anti-Brony sentiment was under duress. It's quite simple. Our neighbors knew the streamer would wipe them out too if they didn't comply with the bully's demands. On the outside, it seemed like we were utterly defeated and all of our neighbors betrayed us. On the inside of Peace, everyone was just sort of calmly waiting out the storm. None of us could do anything to stop the griefer anyway. There were even points in time where Brony leaders specifically asked Peace members not to help us because it would have been a waste of pixels against a big streamer. The fact this streamer, who otherwise had the power to do whatever they want on the canvas, specifically targeted the Peace Alliance says a lot about the power of such a thing. Streamers really do feel threatened by the original spirit of r/place because they know they're at odds with it. Speaking of streamers, of all the similarities between 2022 and 2023, Mizkif was probably the most reliable constant. Shortly after 2022, I had an interesting exchange with him.
Some guy made an r/Brony, this guy made an r/Brony massive empire of a video. And this video just goes over everything that happened, and he called me a bully.
Twitch bullies who saw Brony hunting.
Bro, are you kidding me? Call me a Twitch bully. Dude, I swear to God, if r/place ever happens again, we are only attacking the Bronies. I'm going to literally make a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week stream to destroy the Bronies. I fucking hate them. They are such losers. They called me a bully. That doesn't matter for shit. I'm a bully for playing the game. What dorks? Just want to fucking bully them.
He took offense to being called a bully apparently, so I tweeted my completely genuine apology. I hadn't even mentioned Mizkif in this tweet. I never thought he would even see it, but somehow he found it and replied, "If I ever see you on r/place, I will attack. I will never let you put another Applejacks in pixel format again." So I ratioed him.
You can only stay in the Brony closet for so long. One day you'll become one of us, and we'll welcome you with the herd of friendship with open hooves. Oh my God! I will never, little shy fam, I will never go to your lengths. I will never do what you do.
It was a silly little exchange, and I wasn't too worried about antagonizing him because there was no way r/place was going to happen again, right? Anyway, r/place happened again. Mizkif kept to his word and attacked us, but the attitude was a lot more goofy this time around.
We took over. We put the dong down. I am a Brony. I mean, you'll never win, Mizkif. Our friendship is too magical. It's fine. Let the Bronies win, chat. They won.
I think the moment Mizkif found my stream live during the event says it all.
No! The Bronies.
Before the Polish show up.
You sick bastards.
He's watching my stream? I'll make the statement right now then.
They're watching. Oh my God! Hello, Mizkif. Hi, Mizkif.
Oh.
Hi, Mizkif. Hello. Hi, Mizkif.
They're being nice. I hate these guys. Destroy them. They're being nice. Ruin their lives.
I think the generally friendly response from Bronies confused him to no end.
Hi, Mizkif.
No! No! You want it there! You! What are you doing? No! Stop it! Stop
Tell me
it!
propaganda.
No!
Yeah, I got a new job now.
They're turning me into a Brony! Chat, please! Destroy them!
Sometime after r/place ended, Mizkif said this.
And actually, people started to say in the comments that they think that I am a Brony and that they should convert me. I am a Brony! So I'm thinking that we should probably go to a Brony convention. I really think we should go. So I can face my fear once for all. I really think I should go. I'm not going to stream it, but I really think it'd be cool for me to go.
I genuinely half expected to see him at Everfree Northwest, which was just 3 weeks after r/place. Mizkif didn't show up at Everfree as far as I know, but the r/place Bronies Discord server definitely did. It was a running joke that Coaster, admin of the server, wants to be pinged during important events. So everyone pinged him live in person. Someone brought a Lego base plate and various pieces to allow convention attendees to recreate the event.
They're actually putting a void here too?
Yeah. He must be here. Mizkif is here after all.
It was great to meet so many people face to face for the first time after surviving so many battles of r/plays together. Someone even brought this glorious giant banner, and everyone signed it, along with various inside jokes. Speaking of inside jokes, there was also a surprising amount of John Capcom references at the meetup. While actively fighting in the trenches of r/plays, various representatives from other factions would occasionally be invited to our stage call to say hi and share plans. The Discord stage call was also new this year, which for those who don't know is just a normal call anybody can listen to, but only those invited can speak on. Would have hundreds of bronies listening to discussions here. Basically, it served as a central command center. We had many great allies and many great representatives become regulars to the stage, and they were a blast to hang out with. But one representative stood out from the rest.
Hello, my name's John Capcom, representative of r/Monster Hunter. I know that my previous representative has had some words with you, and I'm just here to say we could offer a lot to the cause. So, you guys like horses, right? You guys are a fan of those? That's a pretty fucking cool stallion. That's just an example image. You see here, look at that. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I've seen the one on the left.
Like, come on, like look at him. That fits right in. You know, that's all I'm saying. We are very dedicated to this cause, and I can promise you, we can make a very, very strong ally to you. And maybe, just maybe, we can make it say pony instead of penis.
Bronies in this stage chat quickly fell in love with John Capcom. There was much fanfare, along with demands to invite him back on stage throughout the event. Many great memes and artworks were created in his honor.
Stop posting about on Capcom Discord. It's on Reddit. It's search on. I was on Derpy right? And all of the ponies are just on Capcom.
Bronies even constructed art dedicated to John Capcom on the canvas itself.
There he is, we found him.
We have a John Capcom sighting.
Oh, I'm on you. Oh, I was on you. I touched John Capcom.
I touched John Capcom. I'm never washing my hands again.
But the legacy of John Capcom didn't end there. After being treated to what is probably the biggest brony welcoming party of all time, John Capcom decided to jump into My Little Pony for the first time in the best possible way, by marathoning the show alongside hundreds of enthusiastic bronies.
The legend, the one and only, John Capcom! He's not there. Oh wait.
Oh.
Incoming!
Let's fuck it up, dudes!
These viewing parties are still ongoing to this day as of recording.
And that was the last episode for today's watch party.
The long-lasting effects of r/plays within the brony community are undeniable. The event itself was an utter dumpster fire. Between the API protests, the bot spam, the Reddit censorship, streamers pushing around small communities again, and the fact r/plays will never be as good as it was in 2017, practically no one wanted this event to happen in the first place. Everyone in r/plays, allies and enemies, small factions and massive streamers alike, were united in one thing: sending a very direct FU straight to the Reddit CEO. This is the actual canvas in its final moments. It's actually kind of beautiful. Bronies participated in r/plays 2023 not because we want a rehash of a 6-year-old event hosted by a company that only cares about their upcoming IPO. No, we do this for the community, to enjoy a collaborative experience together and to share our stories with others. Many factions on r/plays dissipate after the event ends, but bronies can rest easy knowing we aren't going anywhere. If you'd like to dive deeper, my magnum opus is an hour-long video covering 2022's r/plays. I also made a whole video about the months leading up to this year's failed hypothetical launch. I also streamed for tens of hours during the event, all of which can be found on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and here's hoping we don't get a fourth.